Hey everybody, this is Steve Lasky. I'm the editorial director for Endeavor Business Media Security Group. I'm here with Garrett Stone, and he's the director of channel partnerships here with Deep Sentinel. And Garrett, I've been walking the show floor, and I noticed that, obviously AI is a predominant theme, but remote guarding, as it relates to AI and video surveillance, it seems to be a kind of a buzz at the show as well. When you guys have put your strategy together and you're looking at remote monitoring and figuring out how you're going to work that into a solution for your customers, number one, what are they looking for and what are you delivering for them?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, what they're looking for is real-time protection, right? They need something actionable when these incidents are occurring, when crimes are occurring. It's not enough to just record crime anymore. So our whole approach to AI is basically putting human beings in the loop. You can't do it all with AI, you can't do it all with humans. So the way we use our AI and leverage it is that is there to make our guards quicker and more efficient at the end of the day. Spot the threats quickly, get the guard's eyeballs on it, and then you have a trained real-time guard watching and saying, what is the time of day? What is the body language? What type of property is it? And they make a determination based on those parameters. Do I need to intervene? Do I need to call the police immediately? And because we're able to do it so fast with AI, that's how we're able to essentially publish SLAs that no one's publishing and guaranteeing response times of 30 seconds, guaranteeing police dispatch, because our AI is there to make our guards quicker and more efficient.
There's still that amount of human interaction, even if you've got collected data intelligence and if you're using an AI. How do you train your human personnel to kind of cue and act on the data they're getting, and again, and making all this stuff either preemptive or very situational and rapidly deployable? Yeah,
great question. So we factor in a lot of things with the training. So we're looking at what type of property is. So we have a little bit of different parameters based on the vertical industry, right? We have SLAs depending on the property type, whether it's multifamily. That's a different set of training and parameters for these guards, because
so all the verticals are different.
Slightly, yeah. Because for example, if you're on a multifamily property, those property management companies, the owners of those properties, do not want you yelling at their tenants, right? So just because you see a tenant walk by or loitering around a mailbox doesn't mean our guards come on and immediately yell at them, right? There's a gray area there. That's one of the things a lot of our you will use this vertical as an example. That's one of the reasons that our big customers in that vertical love us, is it is nuanced. It's not black and white. It's not just do nothing or yell. It might just be as simple as, hey, this is security, is there something I can help you with? And that's kind of the approach we take based on training, is what needs to each different property type, residential even. We do a lot of residential, which is a lot of commotion, a lot of activity around a home. And our guards,
high-end residential?
High-end residential, and our guards are there to observe and react to what they see. They're not robots. They're not programmed to just do X, Y, and Z. They're trained guards. They're looking at situational context, body language, and then they're funneling that through the lens of what type of property is it, and then making the appropriate determination. So we spend a ton of time on guard training.
What about, again, you're spending time here explaining the residential applications, but I know you're trying to make big inroads on the commercial side as well. Talk a little bit about the commercial retail side of this and how that's being deployed.
Yeah, so commercial retail is an interesting one, because we've developed some of these physical deterrents, which you may have seen. I know we've talked before, our flashbang deterrents, where our guards now have the ability to deploy things like pepper spray, fill a retail center with smoke, right? If someone decides to break in anyway, we've developed some ways to make sure they have to leave, right? So that's what's been really giving us a lot of momentum in the retail space, is the ability to actively deter people physically, removing them from the property. We have a siren that'll disrupt brain function, combine that with the whole room filling with smoke so you can't see and you've got to leave, and that's how we've provided that extra level of higher level security for the retail space.
So basically you're looking at this as a unified approach.
It is. It's end to end, right? So it's Deep Sentinel's software, it's our guards, it's our guard center, it's everything past the motion detection on the camera is Deep Sentinel.
I know you're dealing with some enterprise level clients, but also some SMBs as well that have legacy video surveillance systems in place. What's the workaround, or how do you partner with those folks in order to get that technology deployed? Yeah,
so with us, the biggest thing is being compatible with as many leading third-party camera brands as possible. Because our whole thing is we want to be able to come in and provide the live guarding we don't necessarily want our integrators to have to convince them to rip out an entire camera system just to have live guards, right? Our integrator community's got alliances to specific brands, they've got their preferences. I want to be able to let them go to their customer base and offer live guards regardless of what types of cameras they have on the property. So ultimately all we really need to do is you put our hub on the site, we're taking a substream, specifically an RTSP substream from those cameras, running it through the network, through our hub. That allows us to do AI human detection, that enables us to run all of our analytics and loop our guards in from motion to guard watching in 2 to 5 seconds, regardless of what PoE camera you're using.
So if we're looking at this solution as it evolves, 2, 3, 4 years down the road, where do you see Deep Sentinel working with its channel partners, with its technology partners, and what does the profile look for this company and a solution?
Gotcha, yeah. So I mean, really it's about being able to offer the quickest real-time deterrence. I think where the industry is going right now is people need real-time actionable security. It's not enough to, again, just to record. There's been some incidents in the world right now where we know there needs to be someone on the other end of that technology to actually take action and respond to what's happening. And I think that's really what we're seeing, is that there's a hunger for this type of solution where you have somebody watching, you're not sitting there with a 30 second to 2 minutes to 3 minutes to 5 minute response. You've got something where within 30 seconds we can make a determination, alert the authorities, speak out, deter the activity. So I think, it's really becoming preventative versus reactive.
Very good. That's a good place to end it. Garrett Stone with Deep Sentinel with an interesting solution on AI and remote guarding solution. So appreciate you spending some time with us. And if folks walk into your booth at GSX, what's the one thing you want them to take away?
I want you to take away that it's whatever cameras you want, we'll be the guards, and we can partner together, and it's a two-way street.
Cool. All right. Come and see Garrett and Deep Sentinel at GSX.